anybody should tell you that you don't look good, don't listen to them.
Focus on your confidence, on your perfections, on the things that you are good at.
Don't care about what anybody says.
Body shaming is when you insult the way a person looks, insulting their shape, and trying to make them feel bad about how they feel about themselves and reducing their self-esteem.
I can't exactly say, but examples here is like this person is too skinny or this person is too fat, so it's like you're the one that's perfect, or this person is too short, this person has big eyes or something. Yeah, so you're basically making people feel bad about themselves or less about themselves.
Body shaming is the act of humiliating someone by making fun of their body size or shape.
Body shaming to be pointing out the flaws of someone and pointing this out in an offensive way, especially their faults, their flaws to them in ways that are not exactly polite or nice.
Body shaming is mocking or insulting someone about their body shape or size.
Body shaming is insulting somebody because of their appearance or how they look. Or basically, just people that body shame just do it to make themselves feel better. So when you body shame somebody, it's because they have something you don't. It's not something that I would say is common among guys, but maybe no, I've not been body shamed.
Yes, I have. Okay, yes, in school, people used to call me a baby doll because I have a tiny waist and big ass. So most girls were like, it doesn't fit you and everything, including my mom. Sometimes she does that. I felt bad about the way I look, and sometimes I wish I wasn't this way. And then there was a point that I used to say to myself that when I grow up and when I have money, I'll get surgery and probably get kind of body I would wanted.
Yes, I have been body shamed. Growing up, I used to be told that I was short, and I always had like this skin cut on my head. So they were always talking about how the shape of my head is, because like the shape of my head is not exactly beautiful. So they were always talking about the shape of my head and how short I was, which really affected me for a very long time because I just felt I was not tall enough to do anything particular.
Yes, of course. Okay, there was this time I met someone who was doing a dinner party. So I was part of the ushers. I was serving food. So I went there and then one of them kept on saying ma, ma, ma. And then I was like, I'm not a ma. And then I told him my age. That I was in GS3. And then he was like, how many times did you repeat? That he thought I was a mother. And then I just had to laugh.
Yes. In school, always happens in school. I was body shamed about my height and the way my body looks actually. I was told that I have the worst height anybody could ever have because I was shorter than all my mates, and it was just really, really bad for me at that point in time.
Yes. Okay, I don't know which exactly, but I have big eyes, as you can see. Hey. So when I was small, yeah, everybody was like, your eyes are so big, your eyes are so big. And I'm like, okay. So at some point, yeah, I used to cry and everything, because in my family we have big eyes too, but I have like the biggest eyes of them all. So I used to cry, that's just it, and everything. And one time, yeah, it's like someone looking for my trouble, and I'm talking back, and then it's like, put your big eyes. Or I wake up and I open my eyes, and it's like, close your eyes small now, girl. And I'm like, okay. So I got to a point, yeah, where mom sees just like, your eyes are beautiful. Will you keep crying like every time or something? Don't you know you're beautiful the way you are? And since then, like, I love my eyes the most. They're like, don't touch my eyes. I will shine eye for you, I will close eye for you, because my eyes are perfect.
It made me feel really, my self-esteem just reduced. I didn't like going out anymore. I was like, until I grow, I'm not going to step out of my house. It made me feel really down and really useless.
One day I just looked at myself in the mirror and I said, leave this scene. I was made like this for a reason. I was made to be who I am. If I am this way, I am this way for a reason. And since God said we're all made in His image, then I look like God, so why cry over what Top Man Bola says?
Well, it doesn't really get to me, so I just laugh about it and then let it go?
Well, now I've learned to accept the way I look because I see young girls out there that want to look like this, and then that made me appreciate the way I was created. So actually accept it.
I just convinced myself that I was unique. You know, nobody's like me. A lot of people wish to be like me. I love my body. I love the way I look. I like my height. A lot of people tell me that I'm cute. So, you know, I just built my self-esteem by myself. And
Yeah, unconsciously or in the moment of yabs, I remember the GS3, GS2, we had this trend in my school where we would just be walking and then someone would just walk up to you and just throw jabs at you. And when the person throws jabs, you throw jabs back. So it's like, in all that stuff, I always, pointed out the flaws. I'm like, look at you and all. So, and as I said, it was most usually in the heat of the moment. So in the heat of the moment, it was a very nice thing to do because you got the chairs, the oohs and the bars. But then like after, when I think back, when I usually thought back about it, I usually ended up apologizing because I was like, I really didn't mean that because it was hurtful. I have to accept that.
Well, yes, but jokingly, it was fun. Not too good. Well, we're just joking about some stuff and then I said it, so
Not really, though. Not except like my guys. Maybe we're just joking or something. Guys, yes, it be. But like aside that, I don't think so. I'm the kind of person that sometimes I do things that are wrong, and after I think about the things I did and how it will make the other person feel. So at times I feel bad. At times it's just like I didn't really like that. So.
yes, actually. And that was when I wasn't so, so aware of how bad it was, I hadn't been body shamed at that time. That's why I body shamed that person and I apologized. So I felt happy, The person felt sad, so I felt happy. That was my motive. But yeah, I felt happy.
No, I haven't.
I probably have. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I think I've probably done that before. Well, first, I don't think I would body shame a lady, but if I was probably body shaming a guy, we just do it, I would say, without much intent. We don't actually mean what we say, so I guess I didn't really take it serious. So it didn't really, I won't really say I felt about doing it.
yes, okay. My stomach, yes. I feel very somehow most times. That even when I want to dress up, say, I don't know, I just need to feel somehow. So like, I'm always conscious of what I wear, so that my stomach will not show. And I always feel bad when I'm out, and then I'm always wondering, maybe this person is looking at me. Does this girl look somehow? Does this girl? Well, I've been exercising, jogging.
Yeah, I have tiny legs. I get this like. It actually made me slim down a lot just to fit to it because there are some things that we can't change. I can't change my tiny legs. I have Johnny Bravo stature. If I was bigger, that's the kind of stature I would have. So sometimes I just look at myself and I'm like, I don't want to wear shorts because I have tiny legs and I don't want that to show. I don't want that to show most of the time. But usually I just look at it and I say, it's very sexy. So I keep it like that. People like Johnny Bravo. People like Johnny Bravo. Girls like Johnny Bravo. So I like that.
Yes, I feel insecure about my legs because my mom told me that they look like a man's own. So I feel insecure about it, but I'll grow it, I think.
No, I love the way I am.
Nah, at all. At all. Well, I'm working on myself, so yes, I love myself. I love myself.
I would rather not share.
Well, if anybody should tell you you don't look good, you didn't create yourself and you can't change the way you are, and if you try, you might end up making yourself look worse than you actually looked before, and you might not even like it. So if anybody should tell you that you don't look good, don't listen to them. Appreciate the way you look because that's how you were born, that's how God created you, and He know why you were made that way. So I think you should accept the way you look, no matter how bad it is.
For me, yeah, it's like there was this part where I was too skinny and I was basically looking malnourished, and my father was so worried about everything, yeah. So minus the things that you can't change, like your eyes, your height, your color, or whatever. If there is actually something that you can work on, I feel like not to look at it from the bad aspect. Like if someone is too fat, there are many health issues for fat people, and if someone is too skinny, there are ways that you look. So just be right. You don't have to be skinny. You don't have to be fat. Just be who you are.
The main thing would be to realize the fact that nobody is perfect. We are all imperfect. And what most people usually term as pride is focus on your confidence, on your perfections, on the things that you are good at. So rather than you allow yourself be humble and have low self-esteem, or rather you were just proud and self-confident and think about the things you can do rather than think about the things you can't. Think about the person you are rather than the person you are not.
Just be confident. Don't care about what anybody says. And if you see that okay, maybe they are right, just try and work towards it. Maybe you're fat, try and exercise and do some other things, but don't let it get to you.
Well, if you are being body shamed, it's probably because of two reasons. The person that is body shaming you feels the person has a low self-esteem and is trying to make himself feel better, or and people that are being body shamed right now should just work on their personal self-esteem. Whatever you feel, whatever you think of yourself is how you carry yourself, and also that's it.
Don't listen to anybody that body shames you. You know, you are unique. You know, it wasn't your fault that you were created that way. You were created that way for a reason. So just sit back. Just don't answer them. Just let them know that they are nothing. Don't make them feel like they're affecting you in any way. Even if they are, just be strong, and you just know that your body is not like anybody else's. Your body is unique, and your body is for you, and it is good for you the way it is.
I think at this stage where I've grown, I've come to tell myself, I've come to realize that if I can't wear the shoe and enjoy it, then I shouldn't offer it to someone else. So don't do it if you won't love it.
Well, they shouldn't do that because you don't have the right to judge anybody. They can't fix the way they look. They can't do anything about it. So they should just leave people the way they are and try to appreciate the way they look, because most people do that because they are jealous. That's what I think. So I think doing that to other people doesn't look good. So they should stop.
That's not cool. It's not cool at all. It's not nice to body shame people, I guess. It's not good at all to body shame people. See, when guys do it, we probably don't mean it. I don't know if we mean it or not, but when we do, we just take it lightly and all. But yeah, even for fun, so I guess it's not good.
What are you gaining from body shaming others? Like, it doesn't really make any sense, because you yourself, you're not perfect. So there's no need for you to body shame another person. So stop. It doesn't make any sense for you to make others feel bad about themselves.
Well, they should know that it is not good. It is very bad, and not everybody is perfect. People are different, so they should just try not to body shame people.
We should think of our actions and the words we say and how they would affect the other person, and we just shouldn't, because it's not okay.